Hello again, welcome, 261, yeah? Class 261, wow. All right, it's good to meet you, it's good to see you. Meet, you only say once. This mistake I hear occasionally, from time to time. Every so often, I hear Spanish people make the mistake. Richard, hey, I'm glad to meet you. I said, no. Glad to meet me? No, glad to see me. The only time you say meet, it's a pleasure to meet you, pleased to meet you, good to meet you, glad to meet you, nice to meet you, etc. Creo que ya son todos. You only say it the first time you meet a person. The following time, good to see you again, glad to see you again, it's a pleasure to see you again, nice to see you again, whatever. It's great. Great to see you again. Wow, qué bueno verte de nuevo. It's really great to see you again. To see. Se cambia de meet a see. Remember this because it sounds strange when people say, Richard, hey, it's good to meet you. No, meet me, no. We met 2 years ago. It's good to see me. All right, so, fine. So, thank you very much. Thanks a lot. What's the difference? Thank you very much. Y olvídate de thanks a lot. Just forget it. Thanks a lot. Los nativos tenemos derecho de usarlo. Los no nativos no. ¿Y por qué? Because when you speak, there are certain expressions in every language that require mastery of intonation. And with thanks a lot, you need to be really careful. Because if your intonation is not perfectly native, it's a sarcastic thank you. I've explained this many times before, but I explain it again. Don't use thanks a lot. Use thank you very much. Or thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot is perfect, but you must intone correctly. Because if you don't, you run the risk. Fíjate con el verbo correr, correr riesgo de. You run the risk of sounding, gerundio, of is preposición. You run the risk of sounding sarcastic. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Suena mal. Parece que estoy enfadado. Vaya, muchas gracias, tío, Muchas gracias, macho. Vaya faena. Jo. With you, with a friend like you, I don't need any enemies. Thanks a lot. So, you need to be careful. Now, it's possible, a native person, wow, Jimmy, wow, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. But you need to have this intonation to make it a positive with thanks a lot. Thanks a lot is what we say sarcastically. Thank you very much is sincere. So, remember that. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're welcome. Not at all. Don't mention it. Thank you. All right. De nada. No hay de qué. There are 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 27 ways. The way in the United States, you're welcome. However, when we go to shops to buy something, and I want to buy 3 pencils. All right, I buy 3 pencils. I pay, they give me the pencils. And I say, well, thank you. And the shopkeeper probably says, thank you. Thank you. Acentuando el you, stressing you. Thank you, thank you. You do it in Spanish. Muchas gracias, a usted. A usted, o sea, gracias a usted. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, a usted. All right. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. But in the U.S., we say you're welcome. Maybe in the U.K., because of the influence of American English. Don't mention it. I've never said it in my life. Don't mention it. Thank you very much. Don't mention it. But it's correct. Not at all. I've never said it in my life, but it's correct. Now in the United States, in Great Britain, I don't know. It's very common to say no problem. In the UK, no problem. Thank you very much. No problem. Ningún problema. No, N-O. Pronunciado N-O-U. No. No problem. No problem. It's very, very common now. No problem. All right. Thank you very much. You bet. I say that all the time. I probably say you bet almost 100%. Well, no. 80% of the time. You bet is tú apuestas. No tiene sentido en absoluto, como de nada. Pero se usa muchísimo en inglés. You bet. You bet. I think it's American and Canadian. Hey, really? Wow. Wow. New pencils. Hey, wow. Cool, man. Thanks a lot. Yeah, wow. Thank you very much. You bet. You bet. You'll hear it. If you go to the U.S. or to Canada, you'll hear it every day. You bet. No problem. All right. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks. I don't recommend thanks. Because again, thanks is used very quickly. And for a native, no problem. But non-native, thanks. Parece para cubrir el expediente y quitar thanks. Thanks. It's not necessarily, if you don't say it right, or in the right situation, it doesn't sound sincere. It sounds like just to cover the need to say thank you. Thanks. I recommend thank you. Thank you. Or thank you very much. Or I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it. Que traducido literalmente lo aprecio. Significa te lo agradezco. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Se usa mucho, mucho, mucho appreciate. You're welcome, not at all. Don't mention it. Thank you. Okay. 50% is the same as 1/2. Unit 24. We are ready. My God. Page 257. This is 261. This is class 261. Maybe we'll catch up. Who knows? 1/2 is the same as 50%. The same as. ¿Por qué aparece esto a la Why is this at the beginning of every unit? This book is the book we use in the classroom with students who need to learn English. And the review points at the beginning of every unit are here for a reason. And the reason is the things here are things that students never learn. They never assimilate. Because most English teachers go to the structure of the language, but they don't teach numbers. They don't teach fractions. They don't teach percentages. They don't teach, they don't review the days of the week. They don't review the months. And they don't review calendar dates, the time. These is very easy things. These things you learn for a beginner. But then teachers usually don't go back and review these things. And you need to use these things every day. If you use English often, you need to use these things every day. And so, the same as. El hispanohablante siempre dice the same than or the same that. Entonces, bam, bam, same as, con los, y al mismo tiempo, at the same time, fractions and percentages. 25% is the same as 1/4 or 1/4. 2/9, or well, I don't know what 2/9 is. 1/9, I don't know. 8.5%, I don't know. 2/10 is the same as 20%, is the same as 20%. 20% of the people in this country smoke. 40% of the people in this country are married. 1% of the people in this country speak English well. 1%, yeah. In my opinion, well, he dicho well. The people in this country, Spanish-speaking people, not British people living in Benidorm, no. Of the 47 million Spanish-speaking people in this country, 1% speak English well. That's 470,000 people, more or less. Maybe 500,000 people in Spain speak English. Wow, habla muy bien inglés. All right, speak English well. So it's very small. Now, 30% of the people speak English, well, in a less well way, okay. Speak English a little or intermediate level, but only 1% speak it really well. Wow. Es bilingüe. Oh, es casi bilingüe. That's only 1%. All right, so number pronunciation. Yes. How many people are there in the United States? There are 329 million people in the United States. 329 million people. How many people are there in Great Britain, in the United Kingdom? I think there are about 68 million people in the United Kingdom. How many people are there in Spain? There are 46,972,000 people in Spain. How many? 46,976,227 people in Spain. How many people are there in Barcelona? Well, in Barcelona city, there are about 2 million people. How many people are there in Catalonia? I think there are about 7.2 million people in Catalonia. How many people are there in Andalusia? I think there are 8.3 million people in Andalusia. How many people are there in Castilla-León? I think there are around 2.2 or 2.3 million people in Castilla-León. How many people are there in Castilla-La Mancha? Probably, I think there are around 2.1 million people in Castilla-La Mancha. What's the capital of Castilla-La Mancha? Toledo. Oh. Is it a big city? No, it's a small city. It's a small city. Is it a nice city? Very nice. Why? Well, because it's a very interesting city. It's a medieval city. It's one of the most interesting cities in the world and one of the most interesting cities in Spain. There are many very interesting cities in the world, but Toledo is one of the best. Spain has a lot of very interesting places. All right, the days of the week. Yes, there are 7 days. What day comes after Thursday? Friday. What day comes after Monday? Tuesday. What day comes after Sunday? Monday. What day comes before Wednesday? Tuesday. What day falls between Friday and Sunday? Saturday. What day falls between Monday and Wednesday? Tuesday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday. Many times the English classes are Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6 to 7:30. Tuesday, Thursday from 7 to 9. This is very common. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, the days of the week. The ordinal numbers. Esta es la vez número 27 que te recuerdo esto. This is the 27th time. How many times do I have to tell you? People are, not people is. This is the 27th time. Yes. Voy a comer con él el martes 28. I'm going to have lunch with him on Tuesday the 28th. Not on Wednesday the 29th. Excuse me, Richard. Yeah? I think you've made a mistake. What? You said you're going to have lunch with him on Tuesday the 28th. No, I said Tuesday the 27th. Oh. But the 27th is a Monday. Oh. Oh my God, I was looking at the wrong month. I was looking at November. This is December. Tuesday? Okay, you're right. I'm not going to have lunch with him on Tuesday the 27th. I'm going to have lunch with him on Tuesday the 28th. Yes. My God. I made an appointment. I made a reservation in the restaurant yesterday. I need to go back and check. I'm not sure if I looked at the day of the week or I looked at the date of the month. Maybe I looked at the 27th and not the 28th. So I need to check. So, the lunch is for Tuesday the 28th, right? Yes, not Tuesday the 27th, nor Wednesday the 28th. It's Tuesday the 28th. All right. And what's the first day of the new year? Well, the first day of the new year is the 1st of January. Yeah, well, what day does it fall on? The 1st? I don't know. Let me check. The new year. What day does it fall on? What day does it fall on? New Year's Day falls on a Friday. Fíjate cómo lo digo. El día de Año Nuevo cae en un viernes. Se dice en español cae en viernes. It falls on a Friday. Okay. It falls on a Friday. That's right. And Easter Sunday? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. And your birthday, Richard? Next year? If I reach my next birthday, it will fall on a Tuesday. November 9th, it falls on a Tuesday. And last time, my birthday last month, I think it was last month, yeah, it fell. I can't find it. I'm in the wrong year. My birthday fell on a Monday. It fell on a Monday. Next year, my birthday will fall, they did you on Friday, right? Yeah, I think next year, my birthday will fall on a Friday. Last year, it fell on a Monday. Now, New Year's Day last year, well, this year, New Year's Day fell on a Wednesday. It fell on a Wednesday. Yes. El Día de los Trabajadores, el 1 de mayo, it fell on a Friday, last May. The Almudena fell, well, it's the same as my birthday. It fell on a Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday the 3rd, Wednesday the 4th, Friday the 5th, Saturday the 6th, así se dice, sábado día de 6, etc. Repito esto hasta la saciedad because you need to remember this. When we give, when new students come here and we give them a level test, we ask them certain questions. And at the beginning, we ask them date of birth. When were you born? What year were you born in? What day and year? And they have trouble. Even people with a good level of English say, I was born on, and they have trouble saying the date because they don't take dates, numbers, etc. seriously. They don't take it seriously. January, remember, January, February, March. ¿Cómo se dice arroba? Most people don't know. I said, what's your email address? And they say, perez@gmail.com. No. In English, please. Oh, Perez. How do you spell it? And they have trouble spelling. P-I-A-E-E-R. No, air is el aire. So they don't know how to spell. And these people come in speaking English to us. Hello, yes, I am here for the test. And they can't say the letter R. They can't say their date of birth. They can't say their email address in English. Perez, P-E-R-E-Z, @gmail.com. They can't say that. So these little things that every day, sometimes at least 2 or 3 times a week, I need to say my email address. Or I need to say a date. 2 or 3 times, or maybe once a day, I need to say the date. I need to use numbers often. Yes. Su DNI, por favor. Yes. To say it in a different language is difficult. So you need to gain agility with this. All right, what time is it? It's 5 minutes to 12. It's 5 minutes to noon. 12 noon. It's almost 12 o'clock. It's almost 12 o'clock. It's 11:55. It's 11:55, which means it's 5 minutes to 12, which means it's almost 12 o'clock. It's almost midday. It's almost noon. And midday and noon starts it's 12 o'clock. All right. So, at the top of the hour. All right. Estoy aquí desde hace 20 minutos. Estoy aquí desde hace 20 minutos. Yeah. ¿Cómo se dice eso? No. Se dice, I've been here for 20 minutes. Soy hombre. How do you say that? Correct. I'm a man. Soy hombre desde que el día en que nací. I've been a man since I was born. Soy norteamericano. I'm American. In inglés se dice American, not North American. I'm American. Soy norteamericano desde que nací. I've been, bueno, desde que me registraron en el juzgado. I've been American since I was born. All right, since I was born. I'm looking at you. Well, I'm speaking to you in English. I am. Estoy hablando contigo en inglés. Y llevo 22 minutos hablándote en inglés. I've been talking to you or speaking to you in English for 21 or 22 minutes. Yes. I'm leaning on the table. I'm leaning, escrito lean. I'm leaning on the table. See? I'm leaning on the table. I've been leaning on the table for a minute, for 40 seconds, 30 or 40 seconds. Entonces, una cosa, se usa el presente en español. Vivo en Madrid desde hace 20 años. En inglés no. He vivido o he estado viviendo, más lo segundo. Lo que se llama presente perfecto continuo. I've been living in Madrid for, 20 years no. I've been living in Madrid for a long time. I've been living in Madrid for 46 years. Wow. Estoy casado desde hace 43 años. I've been married. O sea, estoy diciendo he estado casado. En español, aquí suena que ya no estoy casado. Si he estado casado durante 20 años, o durante 43 años, parece que me acabo de divorciar. Not in English. Se llama presente perfecto, no pretérito perfecto. So, for example, esto lo he explicado una vez, pero lo voy a hacer por segunda vez. This is a plane. This is a plane in Barajas Airport. It's going to take off and fly to Dallas, Texas. Iberia. This looks like a pencil, but it's not. It's not. Desengañate. This is really a plane. All right. Now, in the plane, I'm sitting in one of the seats in the plane. I'm planning to go back to Texas for good. For good no significa para bueno ni por bueno, significa para siempre, en forma de definitivamente. Forever is hasta la eternidad. For good means definitivo. I'm planning to go back to Texas for good. Next to me is a Spanish man, and we strike up a conversation. We start. Entablamos una conversación. We strike up a conversation. We start a conversation. And he says, well, where are you going? So I'm going to Texas. I'm going to Dallas, like you. But I'm going back for good. I'm going back to live in Texas, to retire in Texas. Interesting. But how long have you been living in Spain? Estamos en la pista de aterrizaje, al principio, previo a despegar. Before taking off. We're on the runway before taking off. And his question is, really? You're going back to Texas? Yes. For good? Yes. Wow. How long have you been living in Spain? I've been living in Spain for 47 years. 47? No. 46. 46 years. 5 minutes later, the plane has taken off. It's in the air. The conversation starts at that time, not before. Imagine the conversation starts 5 minutes later. And the question is, how long, you're going back to Texas? Yes. How long did you live in Spain? I lived in Spain for 46 years. From this point to this point, 5 minutes, the English grammar changes. And we change from the present perfect to the simple past. Porque ya no estoy en España. Bueno, estoy en el espacio aéreo. Eso sí. Cuando al salir del espacio aéreo, se cambia. Suppose airspace. When we leave Spanish airspace. Goodbye, Galicia. Or Portugal. Then it changes to how long did you live in Spain? So, I've been married for 43 years because I'm still married. Si dices I have, más el participio pasado, I've seen, significa que sigue en vigor el tiempo de referencia. So, how long have you been living in Spain? ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas? O sea, es muy socorrido el verbo llevar. When I was learning Spanish, and I said, he estado viviendo en España para, así se dice en inglés, he estado estudiando español para 2 meses, o para 1 año. And the teacher said, no, Richard, that's incorrect Spanish. Because I was thinking in English, I've been studying Spanish for 1 year. And I said, well, how do I say it? It said, estudio español, o estoy estudiando español, desde hace 1 año. I said, wow, that's strange. But I'm studying Spanish now. I study Spanish every day. But I said, yes. Entonces me enseñó llevar. Llevo 1 año estudiando español. Wow. Eso se acerca. I've been studying Spanish for 2 years. Okay. All right. See you tomorrow.